everyone. I wanted to talk about today why sometimes vegans or raw vegans or even sometimes vegetarians don't always look the part or look as healthy as the lifestyle claims to be. So yesterday was World Vegan Day and I had no idea, so I thought in tribute I would make a video talking about veganism or raw vegan or even just vegetarian. And this is something I've wanted to talk about for a while because I think a lot of people, whether it be any type of diet that they switch to, and I don't like to call it a diet, I like to call it a lifestyle change. But whenever they shift something in their eating patterns, things are going to change. And it's not always going to look great, at least in the beginning. So a lot of times, I think people get criticized, or that diet or whatever or lifestyle gets criticized because the people don't look that great, or even healthy as that lifestyle claims to be. And I mean, for the people who know a lot about health, they know why people don't look the part of it right away. And that's because we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from either recovering from diseases or trying to just be healthier in general. If you have excess weight on you, let's say you're coming off of being and depending on tons of medications, your body has to detox from it. Your organs and tissues and muscles, everything that your body's made up of has to detox from it. And detox, whether it be your hair like falling out sometimes, or skin issues, or even just like headaches all the time, it happens. Like your body has to recover from whatever it had previously to create its new self. So you're not always going to look healthy right off the bat, should I say, like if that's what you're trying to go for or whatever. Like you can't expect to be, let's say, vegetarian or even vegan, or I mean, I'm a raw vegan and I follow raw foodists. I don't follow anybody really in the vegan, should I say, world or vegetarian world. I don't even know if there is one. But you can't go, let's say, raw vegan and expect to look like Dan McDonald or Freely or even like Christina or Megan like 2 weeks into it. Like it's just not going to happen. It takes time. Your body has to adapt to it, and maybe not necessarily adapt to it because your body does great on fruits and vegetables. Like that's just a given. We know they're healthy. We know they're good for you. So it takes time for your body to recover from what you fed it in the past. Your body can recognize fruits and vegetables. Your body knows exactly what to do with them. It knows exactly how to feed your body with those things, with the nutrients in them. But it doesn't necessarily know how to feed you with what are in some of the packaged foods. Like you don't know some of those ingredients. Some of them you can't even pronounce. Most of them you can't pronounce. And when you eat that, your body's like, I have no idea what to do with this. So it kind of just labels it as like unknown. Let's just put it aside for now. Sometimes we store it as fat. Sometimes we just get rid of it right away. We store it in different areas of our body. And when you switch to a healthier lifestyle or just a shift and you eliminate something or even add something to your diet, your body has to shift with it. And it's not always going to look pretty right away. And I think that's something even like the people who know me personally and have watched me over the years, you can see the shift pattern. And at first it looked really great because I was coming off of being under calorie, being on tons of medications, being really sick all the time. So my body was finally getting the nutrients it needed and wanted so desperately. So for the first like few months and year, I looked fantastic. Well, maybe not looked fantastic, but I felt fantastic. And for the people who knew me and saw me before, I did look a lot better. But then the second year, my body was like, okay, we've gotten back to a neutral level ground. It's time to deal with some of the stuff you've done in the past to your body. So we're going to start pushing whatever we want that we don't want anymore out, whether it be through, I mean, I usually eliminate stuff from my skin. So I get rashes, or let's say, you get breakouts or blah, blah, blah. Or like coming off of having heavy products. Like I used Proactiv for years and I was on medications for like horrible acne. So when I decided to drop all of those, of course my body was going to like lash from it. But it takes time. And I mean, that was a year ago, more than a year ago, that I switched off that, and my skin is finally getting back to normal. And it's starting to kind of level out, and it gets better and better each month, each day. But you have to give your body time. I mean, that's where I detox the most, especially is my skin, because I've done so much stuff to my skin in the past. So that's where I pay for it, and headaches a lot too. But I've gotten to a point where now it's starting to feel more like bliss. And I mean, like I said before, a lot of times people can look really good in the beginning, and then they hit this like middle period, and people are like, dude, yeah, whatever you're doing right now is not working. It's like, well, no, it's not necessarily not working. It's working because it's getting rid of stuff. Your body is finally releasing what it needs to release. And like I said, you can't, look like those figures of that lifestyle who have done this for years and years right away. It's just not going to happen. And I think when we realize that and accept that it's a process, it's a lot more, you can forgive yourself a whole lot more. You're a lot more forgiving to yourself, and you're able to have a lot more patience with it. Because if we could change overnight, all of us would look fantastic and perfect all the time. But it's the journey, and it's a learning process. You learn stuff along the way all the time, and you learn how to do things and how not to do things. So it's all about just learning to accept where you're at and always striving for improvement. But so that was basically my spiel about why sometimes people who go for a lifestyle change don't always look the part of it, of what that lifestyle claims to be. So don't hate on a vegan, raw vegan, vegetarian, or whatever because we don't look good sometimes. It's a process. But that goes for any diet, paleo, whatever you want to go for. Raw vegan is what works for me. That's how I feel my best. And I mean, you can't deny fruits and vegetables are good for you. So I mean, why not amp them up a little bit more? So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.